Hello everyone, Switched Off here. This is another channel update. First of all, I want to mention that I'm very sorry if I haven't posted much on my channel for the past week or so. That is due to the fact I'm still on my break, but I can tell I'm happy worked on many new stories, and I also want to say that I'm going to extend my break time for the with another week, just so that I can have some extra time to work on new stories. I know that many still wonders what kind of stories I've been working on. Well, in fact, that is something I can't say about anything else. I mean, there is a top secret. I know that many wonders what if there's going to be just audio almost the majority, and the answer is no. The fact it's going to be both mixed with both audio stories and those are original ones with text and music. The fact I wasn't hadn't even really thought much about what type of stories to do. And as many has seen for a couple of days ago when I posted my recent story to follow Twilight Velvet with Nightlight, Twilight's parents. Well, that story was originally planned to be part of the new stories that's going to be released on my channel later on. But since it was my girlfriend of mine third anniversary this year, so I wanted to do something special for her. So I plan to take that story as a gift for her, and as I can see from my channel, over 200 views so far on that story. I was really amazed how many people liked it, and 18 likes. I mean, I'm really proud to see how much my work is spent on it. Even though I have been worked on many new stories, but I can't tell exactly what kind of stories they are based on for which characters. There is only one Doll story that I can did mention. That story was originally planned to be 32 minutes long, but ended up to about 42. But before you ask if it's going to be an audio, no. It's going to be in fact with text and music. I know that many are still wondering what kind of stories are Steve Jobs working on, and how many will it be? Well, that is not that I had originally planned to. But I thought maybe around close to 20 new stories at most. So that will be at least some time to be I can be worked on new ones up before. I know that many still wondering when next story to be up. Well, since the recent story I did post was only as a gift to my girlfriend for our anniversary, I do say the third anniversary for me is the absolute longest I ever had been in a relationship with anyone before. I want to say that. I don't say that many still had a lot of patience. I mean, if it wasn't for your patience, I probably would have been rushed into news stories. But I can tell I have been worked on at least a number of news stories and many more to come. I just want to inform everyone about that though. And but yeah, that's probably one of the most of the information about that I can tell. And I'm even glad that the Easter story that I posted on Easter with Starlight and Trixie, and that was also actually was a good success on it. I did can mention that I didn't write the story myself, not all of it. In fact, my girlfriend made majority of the script. Well, she came up with at least the storyline for the story. But I added more dialogues in the stories that made it a bit longer. I'm proud that story ended up such great idea actually. And in fact, as we have even planned for one story for Christmas. But the only thing I can tell about that story is going to be with Celeste. That's all I can say. And even before I forget, today I'm going to do another live stream around midnight in Swedish time zone. So that would be around I think 6 p.m. or 7 p.m. in certain parts in the United States. And of course, this time I will have at least a couple of my friends over on it. And of course, my girlfriend will be part of it. But that's all I can say. I'm looking forward to that live stream, and yeah. And also, before you may ask why I have even done any live stream before, ever since my last one I did recently. Well, the reason is why is that the site I'm been using called StreamYard only allowed 20 hours of being per month of being using. Turns out even the site is free to use, but it has 20 hours or limit how many times per month you can be using. And I have around 3 hours left of this for this month of being using. So I have been saved those 3 hours for this last live stream of for April. But I will do make new live streams in May, but exactly how many that is cannot be safe to certain. But I really hopefully to have my new series, the Switch Doubles interview, up and running by perhaps about around May or June of this year. That's all I want to say though. And once again, I'm really happy to at least have been that many people liked my new recent story about Twilight's parents. I mean, it is more than I ever could expect it. Even though I'm just still happy to have been even to have been reached so many new fans out there, and even especially to have 7,100 plus subscribers. It is, I mean, it is more than I ever asked for. I mean, I'm just glad to have so many subscribers. I am really, really surprised at that. Anyways, I'm really happy to announce that there will be new stories soon. Hopefully, about around the next week, there will be at least about 20 new stories that have been done. Exactly how many, though, if there's going to be 20 or 25, I can't say for certain at this moment. But there will be at least a number of new stories, and by hopefully, by around about the next week, there will be new stories up and running on my channel. But as the for a moment, then me and my girlfriend had this discussed about if to release one new story per week. So there won't be like 2 or 3 stories per week. Perhaps most of them will be just one new story per week. But that is only for temporarily, of course. I will be during that time. I will be have that will give me more time to work on new stories, despite if there's going to be audio or both mixed and with text music. That's all I want to say though. So until then, I hope that everyone stays safe. And once again, though, thanks for everyone's support of this for the past few months and the past few years on my channel about what new stories I have been posting. And always look out for new stories that been up and running on my channel within the next week or so. And once again, this is Switch Diablo over and out.